are here because the outside world rejects you. This is your family.
All right, everyone, let's go ahead and talk about those turtles with the white masks that we saw on the cover for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Free Comic Book Day issue. Who are they? Are they the regular Ninja Turtles? Are they another group of turtles? All questions that we had been asking since we first saw this image. And in this Free Comic Book Day issue, we do get some answers. It's kind of mysterious, but I think I see what's going on here. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it, break it down. And you guys let me know down below if you have some other theories or if you think you might have figured out what's going on here. Now, the book starts off with Venus talking, and for those who are new, maybe just stumbling across this video, Venus has just been introduced in the main storyline of the Turtles books. Go watch my Venus's debut video if you want to get caught up on all that. Now, in this issue, we see her starting to talk on page 1 about the 4 turtles with the white masks on. And the first 15 pages or so of this book pretty much pay homage to the original Mirage Ninja Turtles #1, the original black and white comic, as everything that's going on is pretty much exactly the same, except these turtles, instead of beating up the purple dragons like is done in the original books, are beating up the Earth Protection Force. It's the secret government agency whose job it is to hunt down and capture aliens or mutants, but currently in the story there was a mutagen bomb that went off and turned like half the city into mutants, so right now the city has been split in two. The humans live on one side and the mutants on another, and they can't cross over. So I'm assuming these turtles are on the human side of the city and the agency is trying to stop them. Now, just like in the original black and white comic from the 80s, there's a bit of dialogue here which is narration on Venus's part talking about each of the turtles and the weapon that they carry. This is where things get a little interesting as they're sort of mixed up. It says Leonardo holds his sai in a relaxed, ready position. To his left, Donatello and Michelangelo follow suit with nunchaku, I'm assuming for Donatello, and katanas for Michelangelo. Then it says Raphael guards his side. I could see his body quivering with tense energy, waiting to be triggered into savage slashing release. And you see him holding a bow staff. So these turtles do appear to have the same name as our regular turtles, but it does appear that they do not wield the same weapons as their counterparts. It's a little mixed up. Now, as I mentioned before, the rest of the pages are pretty much exactly like the original Ninja Turtles book from back in the 80s. These turtles beat up the Earth Protection Force, all the dialogue very similar to the original book, and then it's over. They can be seen covered in blood after the fight as the police approach, where these turtles then proceed to open up a manhole cover and jump down into the sewers as Venus closes out her narration with "They struck hard and faded away into the night." Then on the last page we see that she was standing on a rooftop nearby watching all of this go down. This is when we see her say, "And I am simply left wondering what the hell is going on." Then it zooms out and we see behind her is a giant like manifestation of the Rat King's face. Looks like he's been watching all of this go down. And you see some words here responding to Venus saying what the hell is going on. It says, "Good question. Find out answers to this and much more soon in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Armageddon Game." Now, for those who don't know, the Armageddon Game appears to be the next big story arc in this continuity of the Ninja Turtles, the IDW Turtles. And this is something that they've been laying the groundwork for years, apparently. They recently released something called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Armageddon Game pre-game, and this seems to take some of those issues from the past few years that kind of sprinkled the seeds for this event that's about to unfold, and it puts them all together into this book. So yeah, that's called the Armageddon pre-game. Then later this summer, as we can see from this ad, we see that the TMNT, the Armageddon Game opening moves #1, will be coming out in June, and it mentions that this is a 2-issue official prequel miniseries to the Armageddon Game. So it looks like we're going to have Armageddon Game opening moves 1 and then opening moves 2, which I believe is in July. Then after that, this thing appears to be kicking off, and by the looks of it, these other turtles will be involved somehow. Now, before we close this out, let's kind of talk about who these turtles are. They're clearly not the regular Ninja Turtles, and if I had to guess, this is all happening after the current issue of Ninja Turtles that just came out, as in that Venus doesn't even have her arms or legs attached yet. She's still being put together, and in that comic, we see turtle doppelgangers. Also in the latest Turtles book, Venus does explain to Donatello that she was supposed to be a doppelganger as well, a copy of someone else, that the scientist who did all this, Dr. Berlot, was commissioned to do it. We have yet to see who that person is, by the way, the one who commissioned all this. Anyway, she goes on to explain that the project was a failure, but that the scientist kept her around for his experiments. And it appears he kept the other doppelgangers around as well, as we've seen them suspended in these tubes. I don't know if he's growing them or if they've been injured, but they either appear to be growing some limbs or have lost limbs. Maybe the scientist masters how to bring these doppelgangers and Venus successfully to life, and now they're out in the city fighting the EPF and whatnot. And maybe Venus is just snapping in and out of it, which leaves her with the question of what the hell's going on, as it does look like she did have a past life before becoming a mutant turtle. Now, I've also seen some people theorize that maybe this is a flashback to maybe when the scientist Dr. Barlow first put them together, or maybe before it became a quote failed experiment. Perhaps their bodies started falling apart, like that one episode of the 2003 show where Baxter falls apart. I guess that could be a possibility as well. But yeah, regardless, I think we are pretty sure we know who these turtles are. They are doppelgangers of the regular Ninja Turtles. Obviously, they all mixed up their weapons, but this is what seems to be going on. And I believe they're going to face off against the Turtles. That should be pretty interesting to see. And it looks like it's going to be in that Armageddon Game event, which they're calling the biggest TMNT event of 2022. So that's going to be fun to cover. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the explanation there of the white masked turtles and who we think they are. Let me know down below if you have any different theories. That's pretty much it for this one. Remember to follow the channel on all the social media pages. All the links are down below in the description. Hit thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in a little bit with another one. Take care.
Armed.